Hi everyone. If you like my videos and my readings resonate with you, please consider becoming a member to support the channel and to unlock more content from me. For more information, click on the join button below to know all about the different tiers and different readings that I offer. Thank you.
Hello, group number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today, we're doing what is the appearance of your next partner. So, what would they look like? I've pulled all the cards for you. I'm going to go over them one by one. But before we get started, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who's been leaving tips on my PayPal. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I forgot to mention it in my last video. So, thank you for whoever's been leaving tips, and thank you for all the nice comments as well, and all the people who are joining the membership. I really appreciate you. So let's begin the reading. So this is the card you chose, Aquarius. I'm going to go over all the cards and I will channel the messages that come through, but I will try and focus more so on the physical aspects. What are the physical features I'm picking up on? But if there's something else coming through like personality traits, I'm going to mention them as well. So let's start. We have Aquarius, we have this card Service, we have Bat. This is the air element, if I'm not wrong. We have Crone. We'll look at the other cards a little bit later. Let's start with these ones first. We have the Crone here. So the energy that I'm picking up so far is I'm getting strong Saturn. Obviously Saturn rules Aquarius. We have Service card. This card always does remind me of Saturn as well. Saturn is connected with service. It's also the significator of the 6th house. 6th house is connected to service. So that's what I'm picking up with Bat. Also, it kind of reminds me of Saturn. Gives me Saturn energy. And it gives me the energy of a person who could be, let's say, a night owl, night person. Even this imagery is kind of dark. So this could be a person who's maybe they work at nighttime or they're more active at nighttime. But physical features wise, Saturn gives a person dry skin. It can make a person tall, lanky, skinny, not a lot of fat, but definitely can make a person tall. It can make a person skinny. What else am I getting? Maybe a long face. Darker features could be like a deeper skin tone as well. Let's say as compared to their family members. It doesn't, we can have all the different ethnicities, but Saturn usually, strong Saturn can make a person slightly darker. It can also make a person appear older than their age. So they could come across as a person who's older than their age actually, and who comes across as a wise person. So someone who's considered a respectable figure, someone people tend to respect easily because they're wise, they're mature, they carry that energy, or that's the way they behave. Their speech could be very professional or a little bit of a dry speech. They could be talkative with Aquarius. This is the air element and we have air element here as well. So they could be talkative, but they might not express a lot of emotions when they talk. So they could, let's say, have a sense of humor because Gemini would fall in the trine and it's air element connectivity. I'm also getting this bird image here and these network towers, all these people here. So connectivity, maybe a person who's maybe have a job connected to the internet, something like this. Maybe Aquarius is in their 2nd house also or 3rd house. I'm getting that. But yeah, they could you could connect to this person through something with online, maybe like an online app or like a dating website, or they could have like an online presence, but the person would present themselves as very professional. They don't like to express their emotions. They're very practical. They want to be perceived as someone mature and intelligent, not overly emotional. So yeah, that's what I'm getting so far. They can be intuitive also with these two cards. They could have intuitive abilities, and again we see two birds here, so it's giving me Mercury as well, and that's why I'm saying maybe they have a career connected to online, something to do with online or communication also with Mercury. Birds are connected with communication, but again, it's speaking about emphasizing the person's speech patterns. So they could be someone who's maybe not overly romantic with their speech. Maybe they like to show with their actions. So they could have like a love language that's more so connected to acts of service or quality time instead of compliments. That's what I'm picking up. So they could find it hard to also express their emotions or be vulnerable with their speech, but they could be fun to connect with. You could meet online or connect online. They could live at a far away distance from you. They could be very worldly, old soul, wise soul. They could look older than their age. That's what I'm picking up so far. Let's keep going. We have an image here with caring connection. So maybe the person could look like this. They could keep short hair. So far I'm getting short hair with both these cards. And if you're a male watching and you're interested in females, then maybe the person could look like this. Here also we see almost like the person's being a little bit shy. So maybe they're a little shy, introverted, even though they could be on the internet. Let's keep going. We have this card here, Ahimsa, which means non-violence. There's a lot of cards here which talk about animals and birds. So I'm just getting this energy that the person could be someone who could have a pet, maybe a pet bird or like a dog, or because satin is dog, especially maybe a black dog. Maybe cats for some of you, but I'm getting more so dog or like a bird. But they could be fond of animals. Animals could be naturally drawn towards this person. They could be good with animals and kids. That's one thing I'm getting. They could even maybe do volunteer work with service. And actually 6th house is connected with animals and pets. So definitely someone who's fond of animals or animals, they could have pets. Let's keep going. We have this card here. I think it's the Hermit. We have Seek, number 9. We have these two birds, almost like a heart that's getting showcased here. Heart, feeling. Maybe they do meditation also, meditation, yoga. This could be a person who likes isolation, like spending time by themselves. They could be very individualistic. They could be someone who's very independent, self-sufficient sort of a person. Yeah, that's one thing I'm getting. Let's keep going. We have this card, Detach. Maybe it's the Tower. I'm not really sure. I don't remember the numbers of the major arcana. Again, we have a bird. See, we have the white doves here, and we have so many birds. We have this raven. We have this one, bat. So many birds. So you could definitely start out, let's say, texting, or there's a Mercury element that could bring you together. Mercury with all these birds. Mercury rules over birds, and Mercury rules over communication. That's why I'm just getting this feeling that maybe you could meet online. You could meet through a mutual friend also. Mercury is friend. And darker hair I'm picking up so far. This guy had a slightly lighter hair, but maybe they could have dark hair for sure. And what else am I getting about the features? Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of muscles or overweight. I'm not getting that. Here also we see an image of a person with their arms raised. Here also we see arms raised. It's making me think of a music festival actually. With the hand, maybe you could like the person's hands, drawn towards their hands. Open arms here also. I don't know, a lot of emphasis on hands I'm picking up. So maybe because some women I've noticed, they're fond of hands. They notice a guy's hands. So that could be the case. We also have Hasta, which is also connected to the hand, palm of the hand. I didn't even notice it was right there. Something about the hand, I don't know. Weird. Maybe they could wear a ring also. With this medallion, I'm drawn towards, maybe they could be someone who could get you gifts, or like they offer you something. Here also the person's opening the doors. They could be very chivalrous. They could be very traditional. Intelligent, quiet person with both these cards, the energy is like slightly mellow and easygoing. A person who likes peace with all these doves. And we have white, these clothes that are white also. So peaceful sort of a person. You would feel peace in their presence. Very serene, easygoing. Someone who doesn't like to make a big fuss. They're very mature, easygoing. They go with the flow. Practical sort of a person. Maybe not the most expressive, but they're very kind. Maybe not too tall. I'm not getting like super tall, but they could look taller because they could be skinny, so they could appear taller than they are. We have Purva Shada here as well. Fan, winnowing, basket. These are the symbols that are put in the brackets. This also gives me the energy of air element with the fan. It's I will not go too much into the detail with the nakshatras, but it's reminding me of air. So again, air element. Communication could be vital. You could really connect through communication with this person. You could talk and you form a bond with the person somehow. Or let's say you meet on the internet, you don't really see the person's face or anything, you just get to know them just with communication. That's one thing I'm getting. There was one more thing that I was getting. First of all, I'm also getting with the medallion Jeshta energy. So person, maybe they have placement in Jeshta, Hasta, Purvashada. Purvashada falls in Sagittarius. Hasta falls in Virgo, if I'm not wrong. You could work with the person with Saturn. Saturn is could be a colleague. The person could be older than you as well with Saturn, or they appear older, or they are mature, right? Old soul, wise person, mature, intelligent. If this is a person, you would maybe compliment their intelligence or the fact that they're wise. They could have spiritual knowledge also. They could have good intuition, so they're good at judging people, who's good, who's not. There was one more message I was getting. Maybe it'll come back to me. Yeah, I wanted to mention that this is a handmade deck I used to use with my earlier channel. This is not my first tarot channel, by the way. I used to have a channel before that, but I quit for almost a year. I didn't read tarot cards. So yeah, I used to use this deck on that channel, and I don't think I've used it on this channel yet. So I thought, let me just bring it out again. Let's look at some astrology cards you got with this particular deck. I use it in every reading. I love it. We have Mars here. We have the third house. Again, communication is being emphasized. This is the house ruled by Gemini or connected to Gemini. We have Mercury, which rules Gemini. So I'm definitely getting this energy of communication or meeting through friends. This could also mean maybe you could start out as friends. Maybe you're already friends with this person as you're watching this reading, or this could be a friend, online friend that you have, maybe let's say on Instagram or something like that. But physical features, let's get back to that. Something about the hands I was getting, but also with the third house, this also rules the arms. So maybe this could be a person, and I'm drawn towards the boxing gloves. They could maybe have like biceps or something, like something about their arms you could notice. They could have big muscles maybe, or biceps. They train, they go to the gym, something like that could be there. They could be artistic also. They could have like a lot of skills with their hands, I'm picking up, because all three things are pointing to the same thing. I recently did a video for my members. It was 3 techniques that I use to read tarot cards, and the first one was confluence, and it's reminding me of that. Confluence means when the same thing comes up again and again. What's the same message that I'm getting, or like a few points that are getting coupled up. So with this, we see Mercury ruling the third house, and Mars is the significator of the third house. Usually when we see Mars Mercury together, it can talk about skills with hands. So a lot of people who are artistic, let's say painter, they could have a placement like this. So people who here also it says art, maybe photography also. So again, it's about having that artistic skill with using your hand. And Hasta is also there. Hasta is also prominent, having that ability in your hand. And Hasta people are also good manifestors. Here also we see this image almost as if the person is asking or praying, manifesting something. So the person could have an ability to manifest, or this could be a person, let's say they're interested in you but you're not interested, they could manifest you in their life. They could show that they're dedicated, that something about this person, they could win you over. Here also I get this image of maybe the guy is more interested and the girls maybe not as interested, or maybe a little hesitant or shy. So maybe one person approaches the other, and the other person was not interested initially, but then they'll give the person a chance. Something like this could be there, starting out as friends, or maybe talking for a long period of time and then taking it to the next level. Something like this could be there. But skills with hands, muscular arms, they could be someone who likes to go to the gym also. They could be someone who does a lot of short distance travel. Third house is short distance travel. Mars is obviously movement, going here and there. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. Mars can give a red hue to the complexion also. It can make a person stocky. So yeah, Mercury can make a person skinny. I think skinny and tall. Maybe not the tallest. I think the tallest would be probably Jupiter, if I'm not wrong. Jupiter makes a person tall and broad and heavy. But Saturn can also give like a long figure, especially because they're skinnier, so they can appear taller than they are. Mercury can also give curly hair. So maybe for some of you, the person could have curly hair. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up so far. So I hope this helps. Not every single message will be for you, so take what resonates. And usually an easy indicator is once you finish the reading, whatever you remember from the reading, let's say 2 days from now, that was the message for you. It's never the entire video. I feel like a lot of people get caught up and they're like, wow, the reading was, it didn't happen, or whatever the case is. But the way that I watch tarot readings, I'll watch a reading and 2 days later, if I remember something from that reading, that was the message for me. I'll give you an example. When Jupiter moved into Pisces, I watched a reading transit video, and the person said multiple things, like this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. The only thing I remembered out of that entire thing was when the person says you'll do some house restoration, or you'll do some work around the house, you'll maybe invest in some home decor. That's the only message I remembered, and he gave like multiple 4 or 5 predictions. So, and that's the one that actually ended up happening with me, and none of the other stuff happened, and I don't even remember what he predicted. So that's why your intuition will guide you and help you remember what's a message for you is. So take the message that resonates, ignore the rest. Not entire reading is meant for you, and yeah, just take whatever helps you, ignore the rest. And if the entire reading didn't resonate, if a positive message didn't resonate, that's okay, maybe something better will come along. So take it easy. That was the message. Group number 1, I hope this resonated. If you like my content, you want to support my channel, please join the membership. There are multiple tiers for you to join. You can click on the link and see all the videos that I have up there. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello group number 2, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what does your next partner look like, so their appearance. We'll try to figure that out. Before I get into the reading, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been leaving tips on my PayPal. I really appreciate you. I forgot to say it in the last reading, so thank you. And thank you for all the lovely comments also. Thank you for joining the membership. It really helps out my channel, so I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. So these are the cards that I've pulled for you. I've pulled all the cards. So let's begin. This is the card that you chose. We have Taurus here. So I'm gonna channel the messages as they come out, but I'll try and focus more so on physical features. Okay, so let's look at a few cards. Let's lay down a few cards, then I'll go over them. So we'll begin with these ones. We have Crocodile here, water element. We have Messenger. Maybe this could be the figure, like average build. Just as I said that, I got a message, so maybe average build it is. They could have like a uniform job. a job that requires wearing a uniform, something to do with Mercury communication, that could be their job. We have the Queen as well. I'll go over the cards one by one. So with Taurus, what are the physical features that come through? Taurus can make a person, first of all, it can make a person very good looking. We also have the Queen here with this moon in the back. Moon does give beauty. And the Queen, actually, yeah, I never even realized this, but in astrology, we have all these archetypes. So the king is sun, the queen is moon, the prince is Mercury, princess is Venus, and the guru, the mentor, is Jupiter. The soldier is Mars, and with Saturn, it's like an old person, old wise person, let's say. So yeah, it's actually moon energy. I didn't even realize this, and it's interesting. Moon gets exalted in Taurus, so this could be a person who's very good looking. They could be known for their looks. They could be someone who has good money, because moon gets exalted. Moon is also on like a major planet that's connected with wealth. I also see coins here, and I see gems also. The person could wear jewelry, or they could be fond of maybe, let's say if it's a guy, they could gift jewelry, or they could have like a lot of heirlooms, or I don't know, habit of collecting jewelry, jewels, expensive jewels. Something about indulgence is coming through. They could have good money, like I said, and they could belong to like a rich family. Maybe their mother could be fond of wearing a lot of jewelry and gems. They could be into gemstone business as well. Why? Because gems are connected to Taurus, and this card always reminds me of Scorpio. So I'm taking it as the 8th house. 8th house is connected with mining. So there's usually some element you will see. People who are into gemstones and stuff like that, you will see something in Taurus, because it's that Taurus and Scorpio axis. Taurus is the gemstone, and Scorpio is where you kind of drill it out from, so you mine it out from there. And yeah, it's luxury, abundance, expensive stuff. So they could be someone who's luxurious, dresses really well, and they like to spoil the people around them as well. They could dress really well with Taurus. This is Venus energy, so dress really well. They're very presentable, they're very good looking. They could be a little bit secretive also, especially maybe about their wealth or inheritance or their family, stuff like that. I'm getting that. This lotus also gives me 8th house energy, because lotuses grow in stagnant water, the kind of water that we find crocodiles in. So again, giving me Scorpio energy, strong Scorpio with this person. So they could have like a, what do you call it, voluptuous body. Taurus can also give that, like a plump body, like curvy person. And they could have like a heavier backside also. That does happen with Scorpio. What else? They could be beautiful. I'm getting some emphasis about the eyes also, with this eye being highlighted. They could also have like an eye for detail with the Venus energy. It can make people very particular about the kind of aesthetics they like, or let's say home decor and stuff like that. And what else am I getting here about the looks? Good looking. They could have a round face also with moon. Beauty, popular person, everyone likes them. This is not the person, because certain people who are popular but nobody likes them, you know, everyone is like talking crap about them behind their back. But this is the energy with moon being there, that most people will like this person. They could also be shy, introverted a little bit, but people tend to love this person, whether they're introverted or not. People feel this connection with this person. I'm getting Anuradha Nakshatra also. They could be like very romantic, hopeless romantic energy. I'm picking that up. This person, you know, funny thing I'm picking up, I don't know if I should mention this, but with Anuradha, the deity connected with Anuradha Nakshatra is Mitra. Mitra itself means friend, so god of friendship. So this is a person who gets along with everyone. They could be very diplomatic also. A lot of friends they could have, and naturally people feel very friendly towards this person. They're popular, and a lot of their friends could have feelings for this person. So this is the energy with Anuradha where lines kind of get blurred, where there could be friends who flirt with the person and some friends who are crushing on this person, and maybe this person could also feel I don't know, a little bit confused over their connection. So deep friendships could also turn into love. They could be like love triangle sort of situation as well, but they're very popular. I think all of the people around them could have feelings for this person, and this person could have a lot of secrets also. They're very patient, kind. With crocodile, there's this energy of patience. What else am I getting? Magnetic energy, where they could have this energy where people have a lot of physical attraction towards this person. Yeah, let's move on. I think I spent so much time on just these cards. I think this reading is gonna be way longer than pile number 1. We have Kali here, goddess Kali, Scorpio energy. So intimidation, I'm picking that up. A lot of people could feel intimidated by you. This is like fierce energy. We have Shivji here as well with the Damaru. A lot of snakes, again, that magnetic, sexy energy. Snakes are very much like that. And also the body is again being emphasized with the snake. They could be a good dancer also. Or maybe when they move around, they move their body. They could be curvy, like I said. So there's something about their body also that's very attractive, not just their face. But that energy of intimidation is coming through. A lot of people could feel intimidated by this person in a way, or they could have that eye, they could have that look. Sometimes certain people, they have that gaze, like when they get mad, they make these eyes at you that you kind of get scared. I think the person could have that. Or let's say they have friends who have feelings for them, but for whatever reason they cannot come forward. There's that feeling of fear of rejection people could feel towards this person. They're like, I don't know, I don't want to get rejected by this person. A lot of the friends could also feel like, I have such a good friend in this person that why jeopardize that? So maybe they don't speak out about their feelings, but a lot of people could have secret feelings, secret crushes on this person. Next up, we have Kapha. This is Jupiter and Venus energy. Kapha, if you're familiar, it's a 3 dosha concept in Ayurveda. Vat, Pitta, Kapha. So like I said, they could have this body that's slightly more plump, heavy. They could be tall. They could have maybe broad shoulders, or just this heavy constitution where I'm thinking of someone like, let's say, Scarlett Johansson. She has this wide what do you call it, wide torso, not something like petite and tiny. I'm not getting that. I'm not sure what Scarjo has, but even if it's a person, they could have this heavy bone structure, or they just come across as someone who's wide. Or I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's not someone petite, like let's say someone like Emilia Clarke, petite and tiny. She's very cute. So maybe someone who's maybe heavy and broad shoulder, something like that. Kapha can give that sort of a body that's heavier. Person could be slightly lazy. They could be someone who's fond of sleeping a lot. So, they like to laze around. With Kapha, it can also give that habit of where a person is slow to commit. So there's certain people who are okay, go-getters, like that cardinal energy, Mars energy. You come up with a new idea, person's like, okay, yes, let's go, straight away. With Kapha people, they take their time. They're like, if I'm going to commit, if I'm going to say something, I'm going to follow through. So they take a little bit of time before they commit, because they'll follow through. They're dependable, responsible sort of people. So they are slow to commit, but they will finish the job off. So certain people who start the project, but they leave midway. Kapha people, they are slow to start something, but then they do finish it. So they see it all the way through. That's the energy I'm getting with this. I'm also getting Revati Nakshatra here, because we have this conch shell, it looks like, and it's connected, one of the symbols connected with Revati, if I'm not wrong. So Pisces energy is also here. Anyway, with Kapha, the constitution, I think I spoke about the body quite a bit. I think I did. I think I went over, they're heavy. They could find it hard to lose weight. They could be fond of eating. I forgot to mention with all this moon. Moon is also connected with food, and coming in Taurus, it makes a person a big foodie. So someone who's fond of eating, they know all the best restaurants. They like to try all the different cuisines. They could be very experimental with their food. A big foodie, and they find it hard to lose weight. Also, maybe with kapha. They should move a little bit more. Maybe they should. Kapha people need to exercise a little bit more and do breathing practices. They can hold things in. So this is the sort of a person who will hold on to a grudge. Like they hold on to the weight, but they also hold on to their feelings, emotions. They might suppress them, not address them, not speak up. But they can hold on to those negative emotions also. They find it hard to let it go. They could harp on things. They could bring up things from the past. They could also find it hard to forgive people sometimes. That's just from Kapha. I think I've spoken enough about this card. Let's move on. But with Venus, I gave Jupiter, right? Venus can make a person, I think it's again that beauty, flexible, can make a person lean also. But with Jupiter, I'm leaning towards heavy a little bit. But Venus does give beauty. And again, it's emphasis on the way you present yourself, your clothes and all of that. It can give different complexions in the skin. So Venus is the most variegated, I think, if that's how you pronounce it. But it gives the most variety. So it gives the most different complexions, different hairstyles, different everything. So the person could be fond of experimenting with their looks and style, I feel. Next up, we have Goddess of the Moon. Again, moon energy. I'm not going to speak about it too much because of that. All this water element. They could be emotional also, I feel. People connect with them. They could also be someone who's very expressive when it comes to their emotions, and obviously good looking. They could have maybe long hair. If it's a female, we have Kali here also with the long hair. We see a bunny here, so female with long hair. Maybe if it's a male person, they could have short hair. We also have two images here, the next two with short hair. So if it's a guy, like I said, average build, I think I spoke about that, right? And I'm also getting this energy of a uniform here as well. Yeah. And maybe this French beard, or I don't know what you call it. But it says Master, number 15. What is it? Is it the Devil card? I'm not sure. And we have Ace of Swords, Clarity of Belief. So I'm using this deck just as for looks. So the person could look like this. Slender, long face. Body is like average build. Decent height. Could be slightly taller, but not too tall. Some emphasis on the heart area. So again, that emotional bond that I'm getting with the moon also here. Let's keep going. We have for nakshatras, I'm using this old deck I used to use in my earlier channel. I made it myself, obviously, as you can tell. I wish there was a nakshatra deck. I would love to make one day, the first nakshatra deck. I hope someone else makes it before me. Why not? But we need a nakshatra deck. I feel like it's missing. We have Dhanishta, we have Swati. So Dhanishta is again someone popular. Marilyn Monroe has this. A lot of popular people have Dhanishta. But it can also give like a difficult love life. Sometimes, not always. Swati can also make a person independent. So again, the person, whoever you're attracting, they could be single, even though they seem like the perfect catch and a lot of people are interested in them. Either the person doesn't settle down, or they like their independence too much, or because people are kind of intimidated by this person, they don't get asked out a lot. Or with Hanurada, I'm also getting this energy that maybe this person liked someone, or there was one like major connection or something about liking someone that you cannot be with. So let's say everyone's crushing on this person, but they're crushing on someone else who's unavailable or who's uninterested, and then they stayed single for a long time because of that. So that could be there, where the person, maybe they have feelings for someone, they don't express it. Something about their love life, that's, I think, the person needs to address. but they could have a sweet voice. You could connect through music, the two of you. Maybe you share music. Or person is popular, good looking, very independent, self-sufficient, good with communication. Swati can make a person very imaginative also. Spacey, maybe they travel a lot also. Moon is also connected with travel, so they could be fond of traveling, going to different places. What else is there with Moon? I spoke about the food, looks, money, and travel. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's look at the astrology cards. This is the first card you got. We have Venus. Obviously, we have strong Venus already here. We have Ketu. This is the one I connect with Ketu, south node of the moon. So together, this makes a Kamal yoga. Kamal itself means lotus. Why? Because Venus is the flower usually. Here we see this rose. Rose is Venus plus Mars. Because it's the flower petals, that's Venus. And the thorns are Mars. And if we add Mercury, then it would add the leaves also. So the rose is Venus and Mars. When we talk about lotus, it's Venus plus Ketu, because Venus again the petals and Ketu is the that root. It goes to the bottom, right? So that's Ketu. So this is Kamal yoga, which can give a lot of money. The person could have good money. The person could feel like a past life connection also for some of you. Can make a person very beautiful and prosperous and abundant. And also independent in love. I don't know how to express it, but person who's single, because Ketu is detachment, Venus is love. So person who's maybe looking for something they cannot have, or they're just naturally single all the time. Something about being maybe unlucky in love. That could also be there. But material abundance could be there with the person. But yeah, and we had the lotus here, right? Anuradha Nakshatra is being prominent here. Lotus. Person should donate lotus actually. But anyway, we have Aries. We have the 7th house. So they could be a little headless when it comes to love relationships. We have Venus, Ketu in Aries in 7th house. So can be a little bit of difficult placement for relationships. Let's talk about the looks. Ketu I think the person could keep a beard, if I'm not wrong, or something like this. Yeah, I think Ketu can give that. Again, Venus, it's too many things. With the person could have tattoos also for some of you. Maybe they have tattoos. That biker chick aesthetic. Fond of travel for sure, I'm getting that. And maybe sunglasses, fond of sunglasses. Darker hair. What kind of hair did we have throughout? I think we had mainly dark hair. But anyway, 7th house is which house? It's heart, then stomach. Okay, it's a little lower, so I'm not going to talk about that one. But what am I getting here? Person could be a lawyer for some of you. Person could have a job connected with the law. I'm drawn towards the scales. Person could have gone through a major heartbreak as well. I don't want to emphasize on that too much, so I'll end it here. Person could be hopeless romantic. They could be fond of traveling. They could spend a lot of money also, maybe. For some of you, they spend good amount of money. But anyway, I'm gonna end the reading here. It's gone on too long already, I feel. So I hope this resonates with someone. Let me know what did you think of the reading. Please join the membership if you want to support the channel. There are different readings that I offer on different tiers. So thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello group number 3, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what is the appearance of your next partner. So we'll figure out what they look like, I've already pulled all the cards for you. I just want to start out by saying a big, massive thank you to everyone who's been leaving tips on my PayPal, leaving nice comments. I really appreciate you. It helps my channel a lot, especially a lot of people who are subscribing to my members feed. So thank you. Please join the membership if you're interested, and thank you for leaving tips. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. So this is the card that you chose. We have Pisces here, and I'm gonna channel all the cards and see what messages come through, but I'll try and focus more so on physical attributes. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a few cards, then we'll talk about them. We have Journey. So look at the image. That could be indicative of what the person could look like. So I'm getting slightly taller figure, maybe average build, slightly taller. I'm also getting a beard here. Traveler, someone who travels a lot, maybe. Journey. We have Fire Ant, fire energy, so they could have like a fiery temperament. With Pisces, it can give a dual nature, so maybe the first impression that you get is of a person who could be aggressive, fiery, but they could have this different side to them as well. Fire and water, so that duality is coming through prominently. A masculine, feminine energy is coming through. With eyes, especially, I'm getting maybe you will be captivated by their eyes or their gaze, something about their eyes, hypnotic eyes, or the look that they give. Yeah, I'm getting that. Or if it's like a girl, their eye makeup, they could like emphasize their eyes. With Pisces, I do see that. Especially they could have that, fish eye, if you know what I'm talking about. Some people have far set eyes, so there's a lot of gap between the two eyes, so it looks like fish eye. They could have that. Or they could just have naturally beautiful eyes. They could have round eyes as well, because fish, I've also noticed people tend to have round eyes. So something about the eyes that I'm noticing. With Pisces, it's ruled by Jupiter. So again, it can give that maybe not too broad shoulders, but like heavier torso or chest. Tall person, heavy person, someone who's not skinny, or you feel like the person has some body weight, heaviness to them, or like heavy bones, bone structure, strong body structure. I'm not saying that they work out. It depends, but like strong body. That's what I'm getting. So let's keep going. We have the Seed here also. With this pearl, it's giving me moon energy. Where do I keep this? We have the Offering. So this is about a person who's generous. It's giving me again 12th house Pisces energy. Pisces, or the 12th house, is connected with gifts and donations and being generous, generosity. So the person could have that quality. They could be very generous. They could be someone who maybe spends a lot of money or gives a lot of donations. They could be very imaginative also. With 12th house, it is connected with dreaming and sleeping. So imaginative person, they could have maybe a job where they use their imagination, maybe a writer, but something about having vivid imagination could be like you could feel like a psychic connection with this person, or they could maybe dream about you, see you in their dreams. You could see the person in your dreams. But lots of activity, lots of movement. I'm also getting travel with Journey here, and Pisces is connected to foreign lands. Even you can say travel to a certain extent. So maybe the person travels a lot, you could travel together. The person could be from like a foreign land, or they could have that foreign element somehow. Let's say they have a different skin tone than the locals, or they could have an accent. Let's say because even if you're in the US, you would notice, let's say if you're in New York, but then there are people living down south who have this southern accent, right? So that's like that foreign element again. Even in India, we have people who are very different in North India and South India. So it doesn't have to be like necessarily a foreigner, but they could have that something different about them, maybe with their ancestry, their speech, or just the kind of person that they are. There could be some foreign element there. The person could be well traveled also. I'm getting that. With seed, it usually talks about a beginning. So I'm getting strong energy of someone new coming into your life, or this could feel, the person coming into your life could feel like fresh energy, fresh start, new beginning, or just feeling like you're turning a new leaf in your life. Something about starting over, and I don't know, feeling very optimistic about this connection, like a new hope. Or the person could have like strong influence on you, could change you, change your energy. Like whenever you're in this person's presence, they could have like strong aura. I'm getting with offering, it's also about maybe giving gifts. The person's love language could be gifting, or the person could offer something like commitment very quickly, very early on, or they're just very naturally helpful. They like to give helping hand to others. They could do a lot for maybe animals. They could do volunteer work. They could travel a lot, help people out, connect with a lot of people. They could be a guide also, mentor, some sort of teacher maybe. Yeah, they like to help people, and they could have a lot of people around them also. And they could maybe offer you something, or this could be the person who maybe spends a lot of money on you, gets you a lot of gifts, something like that. Let's keep going. We have flow, number 10. I think this is the wheel of fortune. So again, bringing that positive energy in your life, bringing a lot of blessings, offering you help. Something about the person being in your life makes you feel more abundant and happy. And the person could look like this. Obviously, they could have like a little bit of color to their skin. I don't want to be like specific about ethnicities or anything like that. Maybe short hair. Let's keep going. But lucky person, abundant person, and they could have that strong Jupiter energy. So someone who likes to guide people, mentor other people. They could have spiritual knowledge. They could be someone who has a lot of knowledge, very wise, intelligent person. We have magician in the mirror, number 53. So again, I'm getting beard, maybe long hair also. We have long and short hair. We see a person who could, maybe there could be an age gap between you and the person. They could be much older, or this could be symbolic. The person is very mature, very wise beyond their years. They could come across as an old soul. That's what I'm getting. Magician, again, spiritual knowledge. They could be good at manifesting. They could have that healing touch. I'm getting some sort of a healer, and helping people get better in life, bringing things to surface, and allowing people to shed those shadows, bring more light into their life. A very balanced person. We see fire and water. The person is balancing those two energies. Here also we see like almost as if it's a fire in the back, in the like a morning sky or something, and here we have the water. We have compass here, so again makes me think of travel. Person who travels a lot, connects with a lot of people, or if they don't travel, they could have maybe like an online presence where people from different countries connect with the person. Something worldly is coming through, but you're helping people, guiding people. Natural Jupiter energy to help people get better. And Jupiter is that sort of a energy where, let's say if it's a astrologer with a prominent Jupiter, client will come to the person. They'll say, I'm struggling with this, help me. And now whether the person gives a positive or negative prediction, that's a different thing. But if you're coming to a prominent Jupiter person, you will come out of that reading feeling better about your circumstances. That's a natural Jupiter quality a person would have if they have a strong Jupiter. If the person has a strong Venus, the person will wow you, impress you with their predictive abilities. And usually these are the two prominent planets that you need to have if you are to be an astrologer. It's either going to be the Venus or the Jupiter, because these are the two planets connected with guiding others or being that mentor figure. So yeah, it depends the kind of chart you have, but with Jupiter, that person will make you feel better, make you feel light and happy and optimistic about your future prospects. So the person could have that energy where anyone who comes in contact with this person feels better, feels more optimistic. The person could also help them out, be generous with them, maybe give them money or some guidance or something. So, and also I'm picking up a lot of fabric here. So with this, I'm getting Rohini Nakshatra because there's one particular astrologer who said that Rohini people like to wear. This dog is going wild. It's pissing me off. Please ignore the background noise. There's some dog that's going wild. Maybe the person has a dog or a pet animal. I don't know. But anyway, Rohini people tend to wear a lot of loose clothes. They like loose clothing, and I see a lot of fabric here. So I found that interesting, and so I picked up on this, right? And then you also got Brahma, which is the deity that rules over Rohini. And then I used my nakshatra, like this handmade decks that I have, and you got Rohini. So I was not surprised because I was picking up a lot of Rohini here. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, they could wear loose fabric. They could be someone who likes to wear natural fibers, maybe cotton, linen, stuff like that. They like to be comfortable. Comfort could be important to them. And Rohini is also that, and I was getting that pearl moon energy also. Rohini is connected to the moon. Here also we see moon, of course, because Brahma is connected to this energy of moon, the planet moon. Brahma is connected to that, and of course we have pearls which are connected to the planet moon. So anyway, coming back to what I was saying, loose clothes, they like to be comfortable. They could be someone who also likes to maybe show off their body a little bit with Rohini. And obviously the eyes, yeah, I remembered Rohini people have really beautiful eyes, or they could do like really interesting eye makeup. And with Rohini, they're the popular one, the favorite one. That is what Rohini can sometimes be translated as. So yeah, the person could be popular. Like I said, a lot of people like this person, and they could be a lot of people's favorite. They could also be good looking. Rohini gives good looks. With Brahma, it rules over moon. So Brahma is connected to intelligence and creativity. The person could be creative, like I said, using their imagination to create something or channel something. Maybe they have this past life punya or like blessing. They could maybe have like spirit guides who guide them or allow them to channel something. I don't know, but they could have that creative abilities. And Brahma is also connected with intelligence. So the person will be intelligent, wise. They could guide others. Maybe some musical abilities for a select few. But yeah, let's keep going. We have Rohini here. We have Ashlesha. Ashlesha is connected to Nagas. And Rohini is also connected to Naga. So I'm getting strong snake energy. Usually what I associate it with is someone who's magnetic and very attractive. So physical attraction could be there. A lot of people are drawn towards this person, and a lot of people also want to, I don't know, be bonded with this person, like possessive, feeling possessive over this person. Something about binding and bonding with the Ashlesha that I'm getting, like obsessing over this person, wanting to be their favorite, wanting to be clingy or something like that. I'm picking up. With Chariot, it does talk about movement and travel and business, maybe independent business the person could do. And good looking, it says blushing bride. And Rohini itself, the strict translation would be something red, I think. Arohan Shakti. I don't remember exactly, but it's red. It's someone who's vibrant, bright, and full of life. Someone who's beautiful. Red. Growing, fertile. That's the energy I'm picking up here. Let's keep going. We have this card here, number 7. 7 of Pentacles, I think this is. Connected with growth. Awaiting results. But I'm looking at the image here. Again, we see a lot of fabric. And I found it very interesting because normally there's not a lot. I've never noticed this before. I've been doing readings for so many times. I've had these. I'm sorry, I'm burping while I channel. I've had these decks for a long time. But I've never noticed like fabric before. So there's a lot of fabric that's coming through. And the person has 2 flowers in their hands. So again, I'm getting this energy of offering. Person getting you gifts. Person getting you flowers maybe. Ashlesha is also, I think, something to do with eyes again. Snake eyes, or they could have like an eye color that's different than, let's say, everyone from their family. I'm reminded of this actress, Sri Devi. She played this Nag or Nagin, we say, the snake woman in one of the movies, and she is prominent Ashlisha. That's why she was cast as that role, because she had to turn into like it's sounds very weird if you're not Indian. If you're Indian, you know what I'm talking about. But we have this Nagin, and she turns into a snake. There's this concept of Ikchadari Nag, or I don't want to get into it, but she has that she had to do that snake eye thing. So it reminds me of that. She has really captivating, beautiful eyes. So the person could have that, like a really nice gaze and that intimidation also in the eye. So let's look at the astrology cards that you got. We have Capricorn here. Again, a lot of fabric. The person could like to come across as someone professional, like someone serious. They want to be taken seriously. They want to be respected, like an authority figure. I'm getting that. With Capricorn, we have 4th house. Cancer energy. We again see a lot of fabric here. Person likes to be covered up. Maybe they're from a country where it's cold quite a bit, or I don't know, maybe they like the cold, or winter is like their favorite season, something about that. We have a locket here. Interesting. They could be fond of sleeping. We see a house here, but 4th house is also connected to travel. Maybe they could be a person who has to move their house, the place of their residence, quite frequently. We have ascendant, physical body, so again movement, physical body and the 4th house coming together. So maybe they have to change their house frequently. We have North Node, again that foreign element is coming through, and it can also give blue eyes, or that again that foreign eye color that's different to the locals, or they could just have that eye, you know. A strong Rahu can make a person very influential. So when you look into their eyes, they kind of play that magic and influence you, play that game on you. So they could have that ability. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person or anything like that. I'm just saying they have that quality. And if it's a negative person in your life, because a bunch of people will be watching this reading, you know, be careful. Maybe this is not the person for you. If your intuition tells you this is not a good person, maybe it's not for you. And for the most part, I'm not getting that. I'm just getting like they have this quality to mimic others, or I don't know, something about them is very interesting. And they could pull a crowd. They could be a crowd puller. They could be someone who can influence people, natural leader abilities. And they could have their body could be something where people are attracted to their body. So since we're talking about physical features, the person could be skinny and tall also. Saturn can make a person skinny, but Jupiter can make a person heavy. So yeah, it can go either way, but I'm getting maybe tall. North Node can give foreign features for sure. Something about the eyes will be prominent. The body could be attractive. They could wear jewelry, maybe with the locket. Maybe they wear something in their neck. And what else am I getting? We see diamonds here as well. So maybe they wear something with diamonds. They could wear maybe red a lot, or red could look particularly good on this person. Maybe you could meet this person at an archway or like a doorway also, or maybe stairs. So I think that's enough. I think I should finish the reading here. So I hope this resonated with everyone who's watching. If you like my videos, you want to support the channel, please subscribe, join the membership. I will be posting videos on how to start your YouTube channel soon. So I'm working on those videos right now. So I'm going to be posting that. If you're interested, you can watch, join the membership. And thank you. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.